Owing to time constraint, I am not making any presentation because we have very limited time. So I briefly talk about the APARD activities, then a presentation by Mr. Kurma Rao, Center Head, Center for Natural Resource Management. So AMR APARD, established way back in 1954, as a state-level institute of rural development, is identified as a state-level apex training institute to impart the training and to build the capacity of various stakeholders involved in the implementation of the various government programs. So it has got 5 extension training centers under its administrative control. They are located at a regional level, and each extension training center is taking care of the training activities and capacity building activities of the mandal level and below. And they are taking care of the training activities of 4 or 5 districts on an average. The main activities of APARD includes the training, research, evaluation and documentation. In the area of training, we give top priority to the Panchayat Raj elected representatives and government functionaries of Panchayat Raj and rural development. So this was the case till recently. Now we have been into the training of even other departments like education, social welfare, animal husbandry, agriculture. And we have also been training the engineers of rural water supply and sanitation. So we also undertake research activities sponsored by various national and international agencies. So we also conduct certificate courses in collaboration with IGNO, TIS, Tata Institute of Social Sciences, National Institute of Rural Development. So on an average, we conduct 4 or 5 training programs covering about 300 to 400 trainees from different departments. And keeping in view the increasing importance of the training, government has established 11 centers in APARD. And each training center is taking care of the training activities of one subject area. So for example, Center for Decentralized Planning and Administration is one of the important training center taking care of the training and capacity building activities of Panchayat Raj and rural development. So right now this center is taking care of the organizing the training programs for recently elected Panchayat Raj representatives. And another center is the Center for Natural Resource Management, which is looking after the Bharat Nirman volunteers activities. You are going to Bakaram village in Moinabad Mandal, so to have an understanding of Bharat Nirman volunteers. And we have the state-of-art infrastructure to meet the requirements of varied training programs. We have about 11 conference halls with state-of-art facilities, well equipped with audio-video facilities, and 1 auditorium with a capacity of 200 plus. And we have also got one video conference hall to interact with the State Institute of Rural Development and also the district collectors, mandal level officers and extension training centers. So this is briefly about, we have got 5 hostels with a capacity of 400 participants. At a time, 400 people can be accommodated in 5 hostels. So this is briefly about the infrastructure and training activities of APARD. Now I request Mr. Kurma Rao to make a presentation on Bharat Nirman volunteers. Thank you.
Welcome to respected IRS officers to APARD. Before making a presentation about Bharat Nirman volunteers, we all know Millennium Development Goals by UN. Actually, basing upon these Millennium Development Goals, actually the concept emerged actually. First one is eradicate extreme poverty and hunger. Then, next, achieve universal primary education. Next, promote gender equality and empower women. Reduce child mortality. Improve maternal health. Combat HIV, AIDS, malaria and other diseases. And ensure environmental sustainability. Global Partnership for Development. Global Partnership for Development is a key from which we have obtained a concept to constitute a team of young volunteers set apart to coordinate with all 9 departments and all NGOs. Next, basing upon these Million Development Goals, Government of India, we are all aware, they have started the Bharat Nirman program. It's the economic infrastructure in rural areas, in 6 areas. Next, one is drinking water, second is housing, third is telecommunication, fourth is road facility, fifth is electricity, sixth is irrigation. So, basically upon all those 6 areas, Government of India has designed various programs. The first one is Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, and next Integrated Watershed Management Program, next National Rural Drinking Water Program, next Indira Awas Yojana, and in the state also we are having Indirama Housing Program on saturation basis. Under IIA they give only some allocation, but on state program we are having Indirama Housing Program completely on saturation basis. Next, Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana. Next, National Rural Livelihood Mission, that is called Ajivika. Next, Nirmal Bharat Abhiyan. Earlier it was Total Sanitation Campaign. Next, National Horticulture Mission, National Social Assistance Program, all pensions, National Food Security Mission, Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana, ISOPA, that is Integrated Scheme of Oilseeds, Pulses, Oil Palm and Maize, National Rural Health Mission, Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, Sakshar Bharat, Aadhaar, Rural Insurance Scheme, Aam Aadmi Bima Yojana, Right to Education, next, ICDS Services, next, Green India Mission, there is a national mission on micro irrigation, PDS system, next Midday Meal Scheme, next Rashtriya Swasthya Bima Yojana, RSBY, Sabala program, next Rajiv Gandhi Gramin Vidyikरण Yojana, next Swabhiman program, Swavalaman, Right to Information Act, Antyodaya Anna Yojana, Annapurna, Janani Suraksha Yojana, Janani Sishu Suraksha Karikramam, Janasri Bima Yojana, that was merged in the Aam Aadmi Bima Yojana very recently. Next, Indirama Amrutas, this is state government program. Next, Bangar Talli for women, girl child. Next, Abhayasam, Amasam. 9 projects are there through state scheme. Amasam, actually through depots, beer depots, they give 9 items. One is red gram, palm oil, wholemeal, that is wheat powder, and wheat, sugar, salt, chili powder, turmeric powder. Actually, I want to give some briefing on this. Yesterday I was in Adilabad district, in a remote area of Dharmasagaram, tribal habitation, where 71 families are there. This program was designed by Government of Andhra Pradesh to provide 9 items to those ration depots, but actually only 4 items they are getting. Remaining items they are not aware. So whatever ration shop dealer is giving those items, they are getting. So there are a lot of gaps because of lack of awareness. This is one area where yesterday we got case study from the tribal habitation. Next, Arogyasri, this is again a state government program. Next, 108. Next, 104. Next, the Grama Panchayati is actually foundation on which all the developmental activities have to be taken up. This is the area where over a period of time made Gram Panchayat, Sarpanch and ward members and public, they go to all offices with some kind of application in a begging manner. So in the yesterday for 3 or 4 days I was in the village, tribal habitation. Almost people were crying. One person got electricity shock in the field, farmer's field, and he came to Hyderabad in Gandhi Medical College, Gandhi Medical Institution, where he spent 4 lakhs rupees. When he approached a private hospital, they asked 8 lakhs, but they could not pay. And 4 lakhs they sold away the land, part of the land they sold away, and a pair of bullocks they sold away. Completely he has become handicapped. So these are some of the areas where people have to decide in Gram Panchayati and Gram Sabhas. Next. There are subjects under Article 243G, 11th schedule. Gram Panchayati has to take care of all these things. Next. Okay. Let us go to the next presentation. Now, with this background, why we actually, when we have designed actually the program is called Lab to Land Initiative. Lab to Land Initiative actually sponsored by the Ministry of Rural Development, Government of India in the year 2010, July. So actually, Bharat Nirman voluntary concept was not emerged at that point of time. Then apart SARD, this apart actually had made a lot of brainstorming in this office, academy, and we have come out with a concept of Bharat Nirman volunteers. So the ultimate aim is to create awareness about all flagship programs and welfare and development programs among rural families, as government machinery is not adequate to go to each and every family and spend time. Machinery and time is not, they are not sufficient. So then actually the basic aim of the Lab to Land initiative through cadre of Bharat Nirman volunteers is disseminate information about various welfare and development programs among all rural households, and Bharat Nirman volunteers found a last mile connectivity with the rural settlement group of families. So if you take rural development, Ministry of Rural Development, 80,000 lakhs of rupees being spent every year for all flagship programs on RD, rural development. And apart from that, 8 lakhs of crores of rupees are also spent from line departments, from Ministry of Agriculture, Horticulture, Micro Irrigation, Education, all those departments. So this volume of money, the major quantity of money is going to the rural areas in different forms, but how families are aware of all these things or not, we have made an assessment. We have designed 3-day training program to the Bharat Nirman volunteers. So one Bharat Nirman volunteer trained, Madam told just in the morning, one Bharat Nirman volunteer trained at apart, he went back and he identified the critical problem where 150 acres of land kept fallow. From that village, almost 75 farmers migrated to Mumbai, Chennai and all those areas. Then he has chosen 3 programs. One is MG Narega, second is National Food Security Mission, third is Free Power Scheme launched by the government of AP. So he identified 150 acres of land. After having known all these programs during training program he came to know, then he assessed the situation and tagged these programs, connected these 3 programs to the 150 acres of land. Then all those people have come back and started cultivation of the 150 acres of land. Now all farmers in the village, because of that, he got national award. He is the first Bharat Nirman volunteer who got national award. Next. We have discussed this Lab to Land initiative objective. Objective is to ensure delivery of benefits of welfare and development programs to the eligible beneficiaries. Next. So Bharat Nirman volunteers. Bharat Nirman volunteers is completely voluntary issue, voluntary activity. Individual who comes as a voluntary from a rural household to act as an organic link between a group of families and line departments and other agencies to ensure delivery of services, benefits in a more accountable and transparent manner. So it's a last mile connectivity with a group of families. So these are the Bharat Nirman volunteers trained at this academy. Next. Now, what is lab? What is land? Actually, Lab to Land concept earlier in the agriculture department. Now we have forgotten that. So lab, for example, if you take MG Narega, the act given by the Parliament, and Ministry of Rural Development, so that is lab. They have given so many features on the act. For example, in the lab, that is MG Narega, there is a provision, if Gram Panchayati receives an application to provide employment for 15 days, Gram Panchayati should give dated receipt to the applicant. So this is the feature prescribed in the act in the lab. But if you go to the village, Gram Panchayati and family, we have never seen even a single case where dated receipt given to the family. So land, they are not aware of these features. So defining like this, we have taken up a lot of training programs with those people. We started with 32 Bharat Nirman volunteers in Rangara district, one village, small village. Now we are having 42,000 Bharat Nirman volunteers across state. Next. So this, for implementation, the secretary RD at government level, principal secretary RD at state level, PD project director, district water management agency at district level, mandal person development. We are having mandals here, not blacks, mandals. So MPDO at mandal level and Panchayat secretary at Gram Panchayat level. Other side, our political representatives, minister and up to Sarpanch. So Gram Panchayati, generally we have some wards. If you take example, for example, 12 wards are there in a Gram Panchayati. Next. In Ward 1, there are 14 families. Next. In the 14 families, in the particular Ward 1, Bharat Nirman volunteer, out of 14 families, 4 have come voluntarily. How they come to know this volunteerism? We have got a mechanism of district training managers at every district. 2 persons at district level, and we are also having link officers from extension training centers. Now, JD Garu told that there are 5 extension training centers. So, and also we are having, we got a GO from the government of Andhra Pradesh constituting committees at state level, district level, mandal level. Mandal level, Mandal Person Development Officer, MPDO. So, we have printed some brochures in Telugu language. So, we distribute those brochures to the all those villages in the particular mandal through Gram Panchayat secretaries. Whoever goes through the literature given in the brochure, they come on their own. There is no compulsion for anyone. Because if they have to come on their own. So like that, if 4 persons have come forward, so Bharat Nirman volunteer 1 in ward number 1, he adopts some 4 families, known families who likes those families. Not because, in a village there are so many political parties, families are divided along the lines of the political parties. So Bharat Nirman volunteer has got purely choice to choose each or her own families. So like that 4 families, next 4 families, next 3 families, next 3 families, next. For example, what you will do with that family? Suppose Bharat Nirman volunteer 1, he has selected, chosen 4 families. He goes to one family on his the mutually convenient time. Bharat Nirman volunteer, he doesn't work completely. So on Sunday he is free, for example. He goes to that family 1. He identifies, for example, in that family, one woman member is not a member of self-help group. Number 1, he writes like that. 1. 2, that household doesn't have individual household Latin. Next, they don't have any employment. And there is a person having 60 years age, more than 60 years age. Then no electrical connection, for example, in that particular house. Then open well is there, electrical motors are there, but lot of water is being wasted. So there is a scheme in the Department of Agriculture to provide conveyance pipes on 90% basis. So they can avoid the... And no insurance, and no ration card, school dropout, heart patient, thatched house. Thatched house we can provide Indirama. That Bharat Nirman wants, if he talks to the family and list out all the critical gaps in the village, so he can connect line department like housing department to provide slab house and Indirama housing program or Indira Awas Yojana. Next, not a SSG member. He can inform the local village organization to enroll that person in a self-help group. And no IHHL, Nirmal Bharat Abhiyan program is there, he can connect. No employment, MD Narega, IWMP program, they can provide employment. 60 years age, old age pension, they can be referred. No electrical connection, under Rajiv Gandhi Gramin Vittikana Yojana, LCD can be provided, single bulb can be provided. Open well with the EMS, they can get scheme from the Department of Agriculture to provide conveyance pipes and 90% base. No insurance program, rural insurance schemes are there, they can be covered. And no ration card, the ration card can be provided with the help of the Tahsildar. School dropout, midday meal scheme is there, they can be motivated, the nutritious food is available. So heart patient is there, they can be referred to corporate hospital with the help of the Arogyasri scheme of the state government. So these minute details, it is not possible for a government functionary at mandal level or district level to go to each and every family. So reality and actual information can be obtained from their own people by this network of Bharat Nirman. That is the idea. Next. And actually, out of our 2.5 years experience, we have listed out what are all categories of the Bharat Nirman volunteers enrolled under this Lab-to-Land initiative program. One, housewives are there, self-help group members are there, college students, unemployed educated youth are there, farmers are there, retired employees, working employees, business people, elected representatives, paid functionaries of various programs like field assistant, Sakshar Bharati coordinators like that. So these are, as on date, these are the categories of the Bharat Nirman Mandal enrolled in. There is a website called Rural Diksha website, ruraldiksha.nic.in, where you can get the information about Bharat Nirman Mandal from any corner of the state, any village. Next. Lab to Learn initiative, actually our Andhra Pradesh has given an acronym KEYCAP, that is knowledgeable and empowered youth is the key to community action in Andhra Pradesh. Next. The most terrible poverty is loneliness and the feeling of being unloved. So now in the villages, even in the offices, even in family, also when we are neglected, that will pinch us. Even in the villages, when a poor person got a problem, to whom to approach, now they got force. We are here for you. You need not go to different places and roam around different offices for any small kind of welfare and development program. Next. So this is the slogan we are propagating among these young volunteers. Next. Some people actually, we attended so many colloquia at different capitals of different states. So many even officials ask us, when they don't get a single LP, how they do volunteer work. But a motivating factor for a housewife is to get associated with the different people. And one housewife we have analyzed, one housewife in Chittoor district, she enrolled as a Bharat Nirman volunteer. We don't know why she is working voluntarily, but in the recent elections, she got elected Gram Panchayat Sarpanch anonymously. So the interior motivating factor for her is to become a political representative by doing some kind of volunteer work in the village. Thereby she gets recognition, and all people like she is doing volunteer work. So the motivating factor and driving factor for her is housewife is only to become Gram Panchayat Sarpanch. For example, for unemployed youth, motivating factor maybe get exposed to get introduced to so many officials and other systems, so that he may get some information. He can choose the whatever opportunity is like that. So volunteers are not paid. This is the slogan. Basically, about that feedback we are given. We are popularizing this concept slogan. Volunteers are not paid, not because they are worthless, but because they are priceless. Next. So actually, we started this program with the help of the. Now there is we want to introduce one Black Development Officer, Sri K. Yadav Garu. He is a person, sir.
When was this started?
Yes, 2010 November. That program started with by the officer, Sri K. Yadav Garu, Black Development Officer. Now, he came to APAD on deputation. Now he is a deputy training for this academy. He started because of his proactive role. And there is one more point we want to tell you. Our Professor Sunan Reddy Garu is a university professor sociology. And our JD Garu, myself and Asai Garu, all other Alim is actually now in charge for the project man unit. And there is one Jaypal Reddy, is a retired CEO, is also in charge of the project man unit for lab learning. So first of all, we have converged our own officers in the form of core committee at APAD level. Because we are talking of convergence from the different department schemes. Now at APAD level, we have come together first. So in the first village, 2010 November, we commenced the program. We started core committee at APAD. We also fixed a date according to the convenience of the local people on that particular Chideli village, Friday dialogues. Every Friday we used to go. When we went, only 3 people came. One is Gram Panchayat Sarpanch, other is Gram Talayari, other is clerk in Gram Panchayati. Then over a period of 5-6 weeks, we got 80 persons. Over a period of 3-4 months, what we did, we conducted, I will show the case studies what we have done in the village. Like that, at APAD core committee, Friday dialogue, identify gaps in the village, conducted case studies. Next please. Then we conducted first exercise with the help of the Yadav Garu when he was at Manchal Mandal. We discussed with so many officers. We have come out with 39 departments in the Mandal. 39 departments in one Mandal, rendering services like Panchayat Department, Rural Development Department, Planning, Medical and Health, Irrigation, Animal Husbandry, Medical, Women and Children Department, Social Welfare, Digital Welfare, Tribal Welfare, Irrigation AE, Housing AE, Forest Department. So, when there are 39 departments in a small mandal having 19 panchayats, we are not aware of that. Next slide. So, we have taken that pilot village Chijedu, which is having only 243 families, only single village, revenue village, and no other habitation. So here we found Sarpanch and ward members altogether 39 above functionaries. For example, Panchayat Secretary is there, Revenue Secretary is there, Anganwadi teacher, ASA worker, field assistant for MG Narega program, and others Raitu, Gopal Mitra, sweepers, teachers, Saksha Bharat volunteers, Vidya volunteers, part-time parasite attendant in school, and midday meal cook, NPM non-special management coordinator from Society for Elimination of Rural Poverty, IKP, and ward member, Sarpanch, fair price shop dealer. Like that, there are 39 functionaries who are all paid persons, but there is no coordination among them. We observed that. Why there is no coordination? If time permits, I want to bring to your notice. If you take Nirmal Bharat Abhiyan's total sanitation campaign at TSC, now Nirmal Bharat Abhiyan, actually RWS department proposed for near about 190 household toilets, latrines. When Bharat Nirman volunteers surveyed actually, only they arrived at 90. Why this gap? Just they want to squeeze money, colluding with the local Sarpanch. So the Sarpanch and the work inspector, they are having joint account. Now because of these people survey, local people survey, we got the actual figure. That was modified again, revised. So there are a number of functionaries, but still development on expected lines we are not looking at. Next. So we conducted one case study. Now, she is one respected woman in the village. She is at the bottomest point of the poverty line. She is having 2 sons and 1 daughter. Next. We conducted a case study. Water identity card, her age was indicated 50 years. Election Commission of India, through Tahsildar, 50 years. Tahsildar given a ration card 42 years. Next. For the same person, 39 years MG Narega job card. For the same person, for payment of wages through smart card, MG Narega smart card 37 years. For the same person, different ages, they have given different ages. Next. Then, here there is a program called Abhayasam. At the time of reaching 60 years, if she or he gets pension per month, what is the exact age now? For how many years? Up to 60 years, he or she has to pay annual premium. If you consider it first card, election voter identity card, government will be at loss. If you consider last card, individual will be at loss. That means there is no coordination among the different line departments, and there is no proper and realistic information from the local families. So therefore, this is the case study which indicates information when it is not correct, planning cannot be taken up on proper basis. Planning fails, then implementation fails. Monitoring objectives we cannot reach. So this is one case study. We are conducting the pilot period all these case studies, and we made a presentation in their own village. Then, when we started presentation by 7:30, you may not believe 350 all people have come to that presentation in their own village. They have seen their own faces in the presentation. So that motivated all these people to come to the particular area where we conducted the presentation. Then they got a lot of information, and they started updation of the starting the records and updation of the records. Next. For the same person, we conducted another case study. How many government programs she got? She got, first when we asked her, she told, no, we didn't get even a single government program. We probed her with all kind of facilitation. We probed, and ultimately we got Indira Awas Yojana, Rajiv Gandhi Gramin Vittikarna Yojana program, MG Narega 100 days program, Aam Aadmi Bima Yojana. She got, her husband was insured under Aam Aadmi Bima Yojana. Unfortunately, he passed away. She got 30,000 rupees, and National Rural Drinking Water Program scheme she got. PDS card she is, ration card she is having. Widow pension she is also getting 200 rupees. Indira Gandhi Pathakam from bank she got 25,000. For single person, these many number of schemes given, but still, despite all those programs, she was found at that particular point of time at the bottomest point of poverty, declared by the entire community, not by us. So then what is going on in all these programs? So this is the area where we have to think of. Planners or executive agents, they have to think of. Next. This is the area where conflict on a scheme called MG Narega. Before introduction of the MG Narega scheme, actually 50 acres of land belonging to small and marginal farmers, 15 farmers. Earlier they used to grow rain-fed crops like castor, jowar, and all the tomato, vegetables tomato. Once actually rain-fed cultivation, deforestation completely done, completely taken up, and due to that microclimatic completely imbalanced, then erratic rainfall, scanty rainfall. So what they have understood, the coping mechanism, excellent coping mechanism. So there they sorted in this land, no cultivation. Simply they left that land to just whatever, local climate. So whatever grass grow there, earlier they used to, each family used to have a pair of bullocks. They sold the pair of bullocks, they purchased 2 cattle, 2 buffaloes. Under Upadhyaya Hami Pathakam, MG Naraga, an average from one family, 3 persons engaging in Upadhyaya Hami Pathakam. So 100 rupees, 300 rupees from this milk cattle, they are getting 10 liters per day, 20 rupees per liter, and 200, 300 plus 200, 500. From Monday to Saturday, 6 days, 3,000 rupees, only in week, 6 days. From this 1.5 acre land, they are not sure about a crop. So what they have done, they have switched over to immediately that mechanism of purchasing these milk cattle and all that. So next case study. This is the area where it was. Actually, as per the groundwater department report, this is the area where grey area. Groundwater levels are very alarmingly low. So here free power scheme is there from government of Andhra Pradesh. So they are getting electricity free of cost. So they have installed 2 electrical motors pumping water and channel flow, open channel flow. Some part of water is getting evaporated, some part of water is getting infiltrated to the deeper layers. Next. So it is traveling time also very high. So to 100 units supplied at delivery point, and destination point they are not getting even 40, 50 units. So this is the last. So there is a scheme called agricultural conveyance pipe under agriculture department. 90% subsidies. So if people are aware of the availability of the scheme, they can immediately tie up with the concerned line department officer and get the pipes on 90%, so that electricity consumption can be reduced as well as water can be saved. So this kind of awareness should be there. That is the idea with which we have done all case studies in the pilot village. We have shown these case studies to those people. Next. Complete deforestation. Next. This is where Anganwadi center. There you can see the condition. Anganwadi is where mother and children come, take notices food. That is a condition. Next. Now, once they were created awareness about all these programs, and we took all this, actually we brought those Bharat Nirman volunteers, Sarpanch, ward members and self-help group leaders to apart, and they were trained for 2 days. Once they went back to that village, they have procured one JCB machine from their friend, one of the friends. Then they spent fuel charges. They have cleared all the debris. Next. Then they formed one health and nutrition committee. In that village, out of 240 women tested for hemoglobin levels, 95% found abnormally below normal levels. But they are supposed to do, they go to earthwork in MG Narega program. Some women, when we interacted with some women, Amma, why are you not going to Upadhyaya Hami Pathakam? I used to go for 2-3 months in the beginning of the program. Now, why are you not going now? Because when she works even for half an hour, she gets some pain and all, no energy. So one side, that's why, that is the reason where participation is getting low, and we are not able to reach 100 days. We are providing money and everything, but they must be physically strong enough to do physical work, earthwork. So these are the areas where we have to intervene, and that's why they themselves formed health and nutrition committees, and they got the help of the local PHC doctors, and paper technology on the spot result they give. So they tested and they supplied iron folic acids. Then who stopped the department to provide iron folic acid to those women? Because there must be some kind of persuasion. Persuasion can be done through awareness. So these people, once they have got awareness about all these programs and identified this is the area through some Beacon Panchayat's film we have screened before them in apart, they understood from that model Panchayati, this committee can be formed and local doctors can be invited. Accordingly, they got some idea and conducted, and they found 95% of women under the below normal levels of the hemoglobin. Next. And this is the area where we want to tell you. In one, actually we conduct case study. In the same village, under MG Narega program, they spent 24 lakhs in that village in the form of the bunding, stone bunding, earthen bunding, farm ponds, mini percolation tanks and all that. In the same financial year, we calculated with the help of the Bharat Nirman volunteers, we found 36 lakhs of rupees towards liquor they spent in the particular. So 24 lakhs coming to the village from one program, through one program, 36 lakhs of rupees going out. Then what about the minus toll? Then we again probed them. Minus toll, they are getting through women from microfinance institutions. Monday debt, Monday loan, Tuesday loan, because of the financing is, getting loan through microfinance is very easy because they come to their doorstep and give the easy, in easy way, hassle-free way. To get crop loan from the bank, we have seen in that village, the tribal habitation. It's a Herculean task for those people. So like that, so they used to get that microfinance. Luckily, state government has actually passed one act and they completely wiped off all those loans. Next. He is one of the Bharat Nirman volunteers. He started wall writing. Whatever items appear in the newspaper about welfare and development programs by Government of India or state government, he reads the paper. Next, by 7:30, 8 o'clock, he writes on the wall newspaper. Whoever literate, they come and read. Whoever not literate, mouth spelling taken up by the Bharat Nirman volunteers whenever they go to their family. Next. We also conducted one kind of study. How many programs are there in the Government of India and the Government of Andhra Pradesh? If you look at Rural Development Department, MG Narega, IWMP, SGSY, now NRLM, PMGSY, NRDWP, now TSC, Nirmal Bharat Abhiyan, NSCAP, Indira Awas Yojana, Pura. Next, Panchayat Raj. If you look at Panchayat Raj, backward region grant fund, like RGSY. Now recently RGPSA also new program added to the Panchayat Department. Next. And Agriculture Department, there are 32 programs. Next. I think we are running short of time. And next. Yes. Next. Animal Husbandry Department, Medical and Health. Next. Next. Women and Child Welfare Department, Education Department. Next. Department of Youth Affairs, Sports and Social Justice. Next. Water Resources Department. Next. Energy, like that. So there are n number of programs. Next. Scaling up. We selected, APARD wanted to scale up the program to other areas. Then we got information from the experienced MPDOs, Black Development Officers. They have given the list of the 82 Gram Panchayats across 22 districts. We invited them to this academy. Chidedu, where they were trained, those people have come to APARD and they themselves shared their experience with these 82 Gram Panchayats. We just given only concept, and we asked those group of people like Bharat Nirman volunteers, self-help group leaders, and other people. They came here and they took the class for all those 82 Gram Panchayati people. Then they were inspired because field learning is very important. That is we got a lot of power in that field learning concept. Next, we scaled up on all 22 districts. Next, so that is they are taking class. Right side photograph where the Bharat Nirman volunteers, Sarpanch, ward members, and other people, they are taking class to these 82 Gram Panchayati ward members and other youth. Next. Now, our Honorable Prime Minister of India also has given excellent message to the Bharat Nirman volunteers in English, and we translate it in local language. And we have distributed all those translated copies to our Bharat Nirman volunteers. Next. And next. Now, as on date, we are having 839 mandals in Andhra Pradesh, 2,474 Gram Panchayats, 42,680 Bharat Nirman volunteers. Sir? Sir. Actually, it is not under control now. It is going on. Anybody can become a volunteer. So, it is not under control. So, they are enrolling in Diksha website. Sorry. Next. At APARD, we have given trainings to Bharat Nirman volunteers. That one number. 32, we started Chidedu, 1742, 537, 1076. Now, we hand out to ETC, Extension Training Centers, at different 5 places. Next. Political empowerment. We have also collected data, our Alim has collected data. Total GPs anonymously elected in the state 2,561 with the intervention of the Bharat Nirman volunteers. Total BNV GPs anonymously elected 257. Out of that. And total number of BNVs elected anonymously as Sarpanch 15. Now the village where we are going, now after 5-10 minutes, actually BNV, trained BNV has become Sarpanch. We will see the Sudhakar. Next. This is a structure for this program at upper level. Next. Project monitoring unit we have established for this Bharat Nirman volunteer. Next. Actually, next. How to actually, actually strength is not that much to reach to all the areas. So what we are doing, we are having Mana TV. Right from morning 10 o'clock to 5 o'clock, we can conduct program through Mana TV. So where we different resource persons and even Bharat Nirman volunteers also we have selected certain resource persons. Like Trinad Reddy, we have got award. So we take him and 5-6 Bharat Nirman volunteers who are doing excellent job in their own villages. We bring them to the video, Mana TV. They also talk to those Bharat Nirman volunteers at mandal level. We are having 1098 mandals. At every mandal we are having 50-seater capacity hall, where they have got TV. They have TV also, TV facility, and foreign car also they can make. We cannot see them, but they can see us. And they can, whenever they get doubt, they call to our Mana TV studio. So we try to clear their doubts. Next, we are having video conference facility here. Through video conference, we reach to the extension training centers. So to the extension training center, they come to the extension training center. Then we conduct video conference. Next. We are having a Sthanika Bandhan local academy magazine where center page spreads our center head million publicity Asigaru, Dr. Asigaru is looking after. In center spread page they publish these articles. Next. We are also having a APARD website. We are having, we get Facebook, various items, paper clippings, their own stories, their success stories, they send it to Facebook. So we download. Next slides you will see, I downloaded from the, because we cannot go to each and every place to take the photographs. So whatever photos we are getting to the Facebook by different, sending what we are getting from the different areas, we pick up and we make a presentation. Next slides. Bulk SMS also we give, through SMS. We give bulk SMS. Next, to their mobiles. And YouTube we are having actually so many video actually, CDs, films actually. Next. Postcard also we receive. I think through Bharat Nirman volunteer is the only person, according to our understanding, is now still using postcard. I think we all forgotten postcards and other things. So thanks to the Bharat Nirman volunteer, at least through them we remember at least postcards available from post office. It's not a question of money, only thing some kind of value. Next. Publications actually, first publication we brought on Bharat Nirman volunteer in Telugu, then we translate to English. Next. And we have also brought out computer-based tutorials for the benefit of the Samsik Sangha under MT Narega through actually completely animated picture. For example, farm pond. What is farm pond? Where to be located? What is the use of the farm pond? To whom it will be beneficial? So all and marking, construction, measurement, all those minute details, activity-wise, we have provided in this computer-based tutorial. We have given it to Bharat Nirman volunteers. They watch at Mandal Computer Center. Every Mandal having computer center. They watch and understand. They communicate. Even some of the maids also, laborers also Bharat Nirman volunteers. Next. These are some frequent asked questions we have brought in Telugu on all flagship programs. So we are given to Bharat Nirman volunteers. Next. Like that. Next. First. So whatever photos we are getting to the Facebook through Bharat Nirman volunteers, for the benefit of the officers like you or any persons who are come new to this kind of program, we gather those photos and in Adilabad district, village sanitation activities they are looking after, BNVs. Next. And Anantapur Sramadhanam health camps they are conducting. Next. Medical camps. Next. Chitturu. They restored bus services from APSRTC by purchasing 250 Vanita cards. So all the, actually we give T-shirt. T-shirt we give with Bharat Nirman volunteers. 20 Bharat Nirman volunteers in a group, if they go to any office in a very peaceful manner, yeah, we approached you at different points of time for grievance redressal. Please try to solve the problem. If 20 Bharat Nirman volunteers with t-shirts, wearing t-shirts, go to a MRO or MPDO or agriculture officer in a very peaceful manner, no controversy, no conflict manner. Like that, we have seen so many Bharat Nirman voluntary groups, they have resolved their problems. 30 years back, we got one case. 30 years back, one politician occupied community hall constructed by the government through government funds. When Bharat Nirman was in Srikakulam district, Palakonda Mandal, Srikakulam, Annavaram village. These people from their own families, they went to that politician, yeah, this is a government building, please give it us for a library. They occupied within 2 days, they started library. So this is a kind of the local conflicts, small conflicts can be resolved by themselves in a very peaceful manner, a proper dialogue with those local people who have become trouble to the community. Like that, these Vanita, they have purchased Vanita cards and they restored bus services. They also established one RO based plant getting funds from the NGO, international NGO. Next. Next, Chitturu. So many activities. Chitturu under from actually solar, promoting solar energy. They also got vermicompost activities from the KVK, Krishi Vijnana Kendram, like that. There are so many activities, a number of activities in each and every village. Next, Gunturu. Actually, this is Savadhanam, promotion of jute bags. Actually, they are also promoting jute bags in the village to ban the plastic items. Next, Karimnagar. Karimnagar, they are watching video conference. Open library they started, open library. They purchase newspapers and keep somewhere in the open place where it is convenient. So they come and read. Next, wall newspaper. Donation of organs. Unclaimed dead bodies, they have given it to one medical college for the benefit of the medical students. No government scheme can visualize such a kind of activity. It's local specific. So next, promotion of eye donation. Next, this is in Karimnagar. Promotion of pre and antenatal care. Samadhanam. Next, ensuring food security. They have in some villages in Ramchandrapuram, Karimnagar, they identified the poorest of the poor, who cannot have even 3 square meals a day or 2 square meals a day. They gather those people at like Vanabhojanam, they provide good food. Sir? Actually, the funds are they are mobilizing from the local people like Sarpanch or MPTC and other NGOs. There are some people with heart, we have to, when we say the problem, there are some people with heart, they can donate some 1,000 rupees, 2,000, 5,000. So they gather. It is they never opened any account. Whatever amount they gather, they spend for these food items and organization and other programs. Next, presentation of vessels to the newly wedded poor families. Poor families, they cannot, take up any kind of ceremonial activity. So they identify some poor families, newly wedded, they give some items, some plates and vessels and all that. So that means, in the Millennium Development Goals, we have last point, global partnership. Here, Bharat Nirman volunteers are partnering with the local families and creating confidence measures that we are here for you, like that. Next, Krishna district. Next, Pulse Polio, their actual Pulse Polio program. Next, Medak district, Nizamabad, Visakhapatnam. Next, Vijayanagaram, Warangal. Like that, there are so many activities they have taken. East Godavari, West Godavari, Kadapa, Kannur, Krishna Mundikilan, Krishna, Prakasam. He is a person got award. Prakasam. Next. This is the area I told you, this 3 programs. One is MG Narega, National Food Security Mission, AP Transco, that is pre-power scheme. So there is a lift irrigation scheme, it comes only to the midpoint of the village, but it doesn't reach higher level lands. So he actually constructed open channels, water carrying channels under MG Narega. From NFSM he got electrical motors, and from that point he lifts the water to the upper lying areas. Like that they brought under cultivation. Next, it's 1 year effort, completely 1 year of dedicated effort. Next, like the Prakasham. Next, Rangareddy. So this is all about, there are so many activities, but even we don't know. Actually, we cannot track all the. So I think we took a lot of time, 15 minutes more, but actually we tried to make a presentation completely. So I'm very thankful to the APARD and MCRHRD for having given this kind of opportunity. Thank you very much.
Two more issues,
Sir. Sure.
Intel Corporation,
Yes.
seeing their good work done by BMV, had donated 100 laptops. So the BMVs are using
laptop.
information
Yes.
to Facebook. And another important point I would like to mention is rural development, Society for the Elimination of Rural Poverty, and they given a study apart. So now BMVs are being used to understand these services in 5 ways.
Yes.
Yesterday, in fact, Halil Mission, Raya and Kurmara, they were in the village with the BMVs. This is another achievement by BMVs. And there is a village called Alkota in Anantapur district, which is known for vaccination for the last 40 years. Now that BMV started working in that village, the vaccination is controlled to some extent. This is another point I would like to mention.
Actually, as Sir rightly pointed out, yesterday for the 3 days I was in
One evil, social evil we observed as a team. That is actually any number of government schemes we provide to a family. I think this social evil simply kills them. Like dowry system. I tell you, if he is a employee, they are giving you 3 lakhs rupees cash, and one bike, Hero Honda, and furniture, 2 tola gold. If he is a farmer, they are giving 1.5 lakh, and one bike, and furniture, 1 tola. If he is an agricultural laborer, they are giving 50,000 rupees cash, and one bike, furniture. So whatever income is getting out of the crop, is simply spending towards that dowry. So this is one of the serious area in the tribal area, remote corner of the Hyderabad. As part of World AP, Andhra Pradesh, actually there is a proposal from the government of Andhra Pradesh Rural Inclusive Growth Project, they are seeking funding from the World Bank. So for as part of it, they are given a pilot study in 5 villages. Because of this program, we just came night. Actually, yes, actually, Bakaram, actually, our MPDO garu pilot village Manchala earlier, he transferred to the Mainabad Mandal, Yadai garu. Then he actually in that Mandal, actually Bharat Neman volunteers were not there earlier. So because of his interest, he enrolled Bharat Neman volunteers entire Mainabad Mandal in all the villages. So Bakaram, those BNVs were trained at APARD. Then they took up medical camps, health camps, and they also donated money for purchase of the glasses for the eyes, testing by the doctors. So one person came voluntarily. I think Yadagaru, he himself conducted. His MLA has become Bharat Neman volunteer. He came on that day. His MLA became Bharat Neman volunteer. So Sarpanch, who trained Bharat Neman volunteer of that village, he has become Sarpanch now. So and Mahila women Bharat Neman volunteers, they got help from the Krishi Vikas Kendra, KVK, and they started manufacturing bomb and phenyl. So now APARD is purchasing from the outside people. Now we have taken a decision, whatever phenyl they produce, we are going to purchase. So we are going to see that village. I think, sir.
Yes,
I think, sir.
Once they are identified.
Sir.
Once the volunteers come, what is the process of training? Like how is the training program structured here?
Actually, we have incorporated training components after having done the training needs analysis of all these categories of Bharat Neman. So we have shown some 10-11 categories of it. Then actually to do the voluntary work, they must have some kind of concept. So on that what we have done, volunteerism. What is volunteerism? Why volunteerism? What kinds of volunteerism are there? Like one topic here. Then also we sensitized them on poverty. What is poverty? Different kinds of poverty, depth of poverty. Depth of poverty is very important. For example,
one person is there, she has been reduced to a begging level. So depth of poverty, that ultimate. So to reduce the depth of poverty, what is the kind of position like that? These poverty issues also we dealt, and also we deal fundamental duties. Then what are the different flagship programs? Then we also documented certain short documentary films. There is actually, we don't have time. There is one documentary film we have done on one Ramakrishna who was take care of the chapels left at the temple in the Secunderabad railway station, Ganesh temple. So once we took we documented the film on him, Ramakrishna. So whatever earnings he made out of it, he donated to some charitable institutions. One person takes care of chapels left by the people who visit temple, donated some 50,000 rupees. Why not others? Like that, some documentary films we have made. Combination of documentary, we are having a lot of documentary films. So screening all documentary films. Next, another component is Gram Panchayats where Sarpanches and ward members, local youth, what are the different development that they have taken up? Farming committees like Health and Nutrition Committee, Drinking Water Committee, Electricity Committee, all committees they have made. So those beacon panchayats, sir? Yes. I think 2 minutes. Yes. I think it will explain those.
కొంతమంది వ్యక్తులు ఉంటారు. ఆదర్శాలను బోధించేవాళ్ళు కొంతమంది, ఆదర్శాల ముసుగులో స్వలాభం కోసం పాకులాడేవారు మరికొంతమంది. ఆదర్శాలు బోధించే వారిలో చాలా మంది ఆచరించరన్నది జగమెరిగిన సత్యం. కానీ ఇటువంటి వారికి భిన్నంగా కొంతమంది వ్యక్తులు ఉంటారు. వారు ఎల్లవేళలా అతి సామాన్యంగా మన మధ్య